Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Dropping them but golden nuggets.
SP News Nuggets. And you guys, we're going to have a lovely time. And if we don't, oh well. Here we go.
I'm known to throw shade.
Robinson died as the result of a spinal injury.
Well, they told us it was alcohol poison.
Go and terrorize black and brown communities.
Tell me the truth. I want you to get mad. I won't get mad.
Are you sure you ain't gonna get mad?
I'm not gonna get mad. Just tell me if you slept with her and your sister. I won't
Are
get
you
mad.
sure you ain't gonna get mad?
I won't get mad.
Alright, well, I slept with her.
Come on. Come on here. Shit. They'll pull me in the ground. Get your ass back in the house. Never carry you back outside.
No more Tyree Nichols.
No, sir.
No more Tyree Nichols.
No more.
No more Tyree Nichols.
No more Tyree Nichols.
No more Tyree Nichols.
No more Tyree Nichols.
Hey family, how's everybody doing? I was just checking out some stuff going on over here. Man, that Petition is something else. I just don't even want to fool with it right now. I just don't. I just don't want to fool with Petition today. Hey family, how's everybody doing? Come on in, come on in. Go ahead, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not part of the family, and always share the live. You guys, she said, SP, no Petition. Okay, I'm not gonna do Petition. Petition's tripping. We was on our D level, and for some reason, I was using our little save or whatever, and I was doing all that for some unknown reason. I don't know what. It went back to E, and I'm tired of it. It's just it is what it is. But anyway, you guys, we'll do it some other day. We just do it over there Sandra said that dog video, she said she liked that. Sometimes we gotta smile and I want to share some news with you guys on a couple of things. So just so everybody will be understanding what went on in the California City Boys, Classic and Sincere, or you want to call them the West Boys. I don't call them the West Boys because they never was the West. They didn't really welcome them in their home. They treated them bad. And we're going to go over a little bit of that. But yes, Tina Powell, she said, if you are new, welcome. Welcome. That I want to share that a lot of you are not understanding. So when we went over the case, I've got my notes right here and I can go over it a little bit with you guys. So we were talking about the California City Boys. We're going to talk about the California City Boys, and we're going to talk about the Codi Bixby case that's in Virginia. So the California City Boys, is in California. The adopted parents just got found guilty on 5 of the 7 counts. You guys understand? The counts was guilty to murder for 2nd degree on Sincere. 2nd count, guilty for voluntary manslaughter on Sincere. And then the third count was guilty cruelty to a child, Sincere. And then 4 and 5, they could not come up with a decision. So that was 2nd degree murder for Classic. That's what they couldn't come up in agreement with. And then conspiracy was the other one, if you guys did not know. But then they got found guilty on cruelty to a child for Classic, and then they got false report. They actually could have hit them with 2 false reports because it's 2 kids. Just like they hit them with 2 cruelty to a child 2 times. That's what's up. But when we looked up the law in California, it says the minimum to be charged with 2nd degree murder is 15 years. That's the minimum. They can't get nothing less than 15. You guys understand what I'm saying? They can get life in prison for just that one guilty charge. Okay, I know some of you getting happy. Some of you saying, what? Some of you already knew. But, 2nd degree murder, 15 to life. They are going to come up with the sentence for all of these counts, July the 13th. And we can't wait. You know what? That's close to our Christmas in July. I think our Christmas in July it's July the 25th. It's close to July the 25th. Stay quiet. I do know we do owe you some tickets, and I know we owe Sugar Mama some. I've got my notes right here. And we owe PS some, and I think we owe Freddie some too. So when I get back downstairs, that's going to be that. Hey, Queen, I see you in the building. Hey, Carla, how you doing? Zena's in the building. And I'm just saying, Big Bird is in the building. Big Bird is in the building. Let me see something. Okay. So my computer's running really slow because I see you over here, but I don't see you over there. But I got you. All right. Haven't seen Big Bird before, but Big Bird is in the building. All right. Nice to see you here. Hey, Heather. Heather says, but right now in our California State Prison reform, they're releasing inmates anywhere after 60% to 85% time served, dependent on behavior. Probably so. That's probably they're doing that all over the place. They've been doing that for years. They've been releasing people early and they get the good time and all that. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's never been a problem to cover this. And I'm gonna tell you guys something, and you guys couldn't understand what I was saying. When we were following this case and we were wanting to help out, and we pitched in, we all pitched in, got billboards up, sent money out, not to brag on it or anything of that nature, just saying that's all we could do. That's all we could do. You know what I'm saying? But it helped. Not only that, we stayed on the case. We talked about it. We come live. We share. We tell people about the story. And other channels told people about the story. Other people told people about the story. You know what? This was one of the biggest cases that's being watched in the United States. Think about it. All because of the family did what they needed to do. And you guys, we did what we needed to do. You helped. You shared the live, you shared the information, you shared the videos, you shared the names. You guys watched, you watched other channels, you made sure you was in there. And this is what I want to share with you, that if you think for one moment that it would not go viral without social media, you done lost your mind. I'm telling you, social media is a bad mamma jamma. Shut your mouth. It is. You can, you know what? People's on this social media and it spreads like wildfire. It just takes everybody to do their part. Everybody do their part. Can't not one person say, I did more than you and it was because of me, because it ain't. Everybody has a part. So I want to, if you never heard from anyone, to say, I appreciate you guys and I thank you. We couldn't have done it without you. I'm telling you right now, thank you from the bottom of my heart. From the bottom, these are not my children. These are our children that we're looking at, that we can't find. We don't know where they're at. What happened to them? And I'm just saying, you know, not looking at no money, not looking at getting on camera, just we want justice. Now, I want to get that out the way because, you know, that's how you're supposed to handle every situation you come in. Let's get the good information out first. Now, the bad information. Okay, you know, nobody's going to be in agreement with everything that you say, I say, such and such say, and how they do this and how they do that. So we all going to bicker a little bit. We're going to bicker because when it comes to little boys or our babies, it don't have to be little boys. It can be little girls too. I mean, they went ham for Cupcake. They went ham for Malia. But these two little boys, the family got in there and they were always, you know, they had a spokesperson and it didn't get, it got messy now. It got messy because, you know, we all in our feelings, you know, but it wasn't to the point that it was just stupid crazy. You know what I'm saying? There was some stuff going on. And I was, you know, we all looked at it and we was like, this happened, that happened. We're trying to figure out what's going on, you know. Here's the thing. Justice. So some people say this was justice. Some people say it's never going to be justice. I'm like this. It's never going to be justice. Because what did you just get out of this? Because that's what justice is. You got something. Oh, yeah, they got time. It still don't equal the value of these two boys' life. You can give them all the time in the world. It's not going to equal these two boys' life. You got to think, they're 3 and 4. They never going to get married. They're never going to ride a bicycle. They're never going to walk, be in a prom. They're never going to know how it is to work a job. They're gone. There's no value in the justice to whatever time they get. It's just, it's really not called justice. Thank you. It's not justice. It's just us. Thank you, soldier girl. You understand what I'm saying? So some people, I mean, I do feel a little better, like they're just not walking around. They can harm anybody else's kid. And what you did, you're going to pay for. And I'll let God be the jury of that. He'll be the judge, the jury, and whatever. But there's never going to be justice because we don't know where they are. We don't know what happened to them because we don't know. Think about it if this was your child and you just don't, just one day they just gone. Just because 2 people go to jail, is that justice? All right. You guys understand what I'm coming from. I mean, it soothes the soul a little bit, but that's about it. You know. And we'll let God give you the vengeance on that. But we got law here in the United States and all over the world. It's called law and order. So we have to abide by the laws. You know what I'm saying? And the laws is made up not really to protect us. It's to protect really the criminal, that you won't be too harsh. Okay? So someone told me that, and you know what? When I keep thinking about it and think about it, they told me that for a reason, that I won't make a dummy of myself. And I realized they told me the truth. If you look at the law, it is for the criminal. It's really not for the innocent. You know, it's for people, you know, if you got good money, you can get out of a lot of that, you know? You know, if you just shut your mouth, you can get out of a lot of that. Hey, come holler at us, sister. I see you in the building. Hello, Sanjoas and Lisa Taylor and all of you, Queen and Phyllis. D Hart is in the building. Freddie's in the building. Soldier Girl, Heather, Zena, Avalanche, Marsha, Miss Dee Dee, Tina Powers. I'm looking at this as I go up. Queen is in the building. Ruby, Big Bird, Stay Quiet, Carla, Nancy, LaRose, Monique Hall, Diane Harris. I always call her Dana. Diane. I was just saying hi to some of you guys as you came in. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Say something. I'll see your name. See you in the building. If I missed you, I can only go up so much. So anyway, family, that's what we're looking at. And I don't know if you guys knew it. So when we looked at the 15 years, that's the smaller end. Hey, Black Sugar. Oh, Black Sugar is in the building. Sugarette 50. Hey, Black Sugar, how you doing? And that made me a little bit happy because I was like, they're only going to get 15. And when you knock off the good time, it's only but like around about, 12. And then, other stuff can come in. And then they looking at 10. And I had to go back and look. They got 15 to life. They're looking at whatever the judge think is appropriate. That's what he will give them. So the voluntary manslaughter is 11 years. That should be the minimum is 11 years. I don't know what the max on that is. And then cruelty to a child is 1 year. That's the minimum. And then false reporting is a misdemeanor. That's 6 months. So they're going to be there for a while. Even if he says he's got to give them 15 or more, I'm happy for that. You guys understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to get all off into the numbers because something is better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? Something is better than nothing. And, it could have been like these other places like Braylon Noble. His mother walked right on out like nothing happened. You couldn't tell those people in that area. Keep his name alive. Keep talking about it. Spread it. Keep looking. Keep doing this. Keep doing that. Everybody shut down, shut up. I ain't going to tell you this. I ain't going to tell you that and all this other stuff. And then they sit back and wait. Wait for what? The mother walked in and told him it was an accident. That means you lied. That means all that money people spent looking for your child and all that investigation, you walked away squeaky clean. But I did share with you guys something on that case. And I don't know if you guys remember. Do you remember me telling you they got a cousin that is very wealthy and he's going to put that money up for, what's the girl name? I can't even remember her name. I almost called her Dejanay. What was the mama name? Braylon's mama name? Come on, somebody. What was Braylon's mama name? I can't even remember that girl's name. Somebody in the house remember her name. What was Braylon's mama's name? Y'all can't remember. Hey, sugar mama, how you doing? I can't remember her name for the life of me right now. Anyway, she walked out of there like it was nothing. She told him what she did and everything. Y'all can't even remember Braylon's mama. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go find it because that's gonna eat me up if I don't find her name. I know it starts with a T. I'll find it real quick. Dejanay. Her name was Dejanay. All right, Lynn. I got you. Her name. That's right. Her name was Dejanay, wasn't it? Her name. That's why I said I wanted to say Dejanay. So but the Dejanay that we know too, her name was Dejanay. Dejanay, you remember she got on there and she was like, he Dejanay Cox. Yep. Then the cousin, we was trying to get it on out there and the family was shutting it down. Yeah, just trying to shut it down. And they did. The more we got on there, you guys quit coming. Yeah, they want to talk about Braylon. We try to hold it down. We couldn't do it by ourselves. It wasn't exciting to other two YouTubers and channels and the social media and making phone calls. You see how important those things are, you guys. That's why I tell you guys, all of us together, in numbers. That's where your strength is at, in numbers. Everybody calling the president, everybody calling the chief of police, everybody want to know, and it's going to be that way. We got another case. We've been looking at this case. Let's talk about it. because I heard something today, and I heard something the other day, and I'm going to share it with you. I got the receipts. So let's talk about Codi Bixby, because in a couple of days, Corey's going to be back in court. Yeah, we did. We had boots on the ground. You're right. We had boots on the ground, ready. She did a wonderful job. Could have done better, but we all could. We live and we learn. You know, we live and we learn. But we could have done better. We all could have done better. But you can't delegate somebody from afar. They're going to do what's in their heart. And so we missed it. We missed some things. What I'm saying, like we could have covered things, even though people covered this or looked over there, or looked in the pool, looked over here, looked over there. You know, you could tell a person to look, but then they got a notion to go here, go there. That's what they do. They're already feeling sad about it, mad about it, angry about it. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? We could have crossed that out. And then they probably would have picked her up saying, you're lying. That baby was not in that pool already or whatever. And then, but still, that could have not even been resolved because they're trying to make it seem like he walked back to the house and jumped in the pool. You know what I'm saying? So I don't beat myself over that. Purple did a wonderful job. I love her to death because she went after, she went out there. She was trying her best. And that's all we can do. And when you only got one person on the scene that's really trying, it's hard. So we were backing her up and we was being there, and that's all we can do, you guys. But anyway, on the Codi Bixby case, let's talk about that a little bit. So Corey, because we're about 27 minutes. Hey, Patricia, how you doing? We're 27 minutes into the live. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you guys. I really do. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? I got a call from man, I'm bad with names right now. Something must be on my mind. Nancy. And she sent me the receipts. Are you guys listening? Put a 1 in the chat. I got to know if you guys listening. Put a 1 in the chat. We're not going on Petition, but I'm going to go ahead and throw my peas up there. Hey, Sugar Mama, thank you for the super chat. She said, I will throw it out there. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. So, come holler at a sister said, let's get it popping.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I love that beat. That beat be like, hey, I should have made it real loud. So you had to go, oh, she turned it up. That's what I should have did because I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll be over here dancing. Y'all don't know. Petition knows. Petition be looking at me and I'll be like, hey, I like it. I like it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, you guys, we got a sponsor that I need to go ahead, 30 minutes. Y'all check this out, and then we're going to talk about Codi Bixby.
Hold your power.
Decided to go into pre-law, then journalism. And with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I didn't quit. I prayed. I prayed. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
I want you guys to know that the lady that owns that channel, Hold Your Power, she is a part of our family. Go over there and visit her. Here we got Sugar Mama calling on the line. Hey, this is SP.
Hi, good afternoon, Miss SP, and family. How everybody doing on this Monday?
Doing pretty good, Sugar Mama.
I call it. I just want to say, Miss SP, give you a big thumbs up. You know, when the Cal City Boys, you know, you put in some money. I think it was either $300 or $500.
It was 500
to buy the billboard for the bids.
Yeah.
And boys, I want to thank you. You know, that's what supporting is all about.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot that we could give because
Right.
you know, we just didn't have a lot, but something was better than nothing.
Better than nothing. And I want to say something. And you know what? Today's Monday. And who don't like my game? I'm going to say it from the starting. To swing on it. And this is a small channel. And you said something on Friday. Unless you want to celebrate, you know. Give as little as it is. Every penny counts. And I said, you know what? Let's just celebrate. Give $5. And I know folks in there had $5. I'm not asking, I'm telling. I gave it, and I'm sorry they will follow it. Follow me. And every little bit counts, family. Every little bit counts. And I'm going to say something. Who want to call me a bitch could call me a bitch. I'm saying it before anybody else would say it. And open your eyes and stretch your hands. Give, give, give. The channel doesn't work by air. It does not work by air. I just paid 14 plus for my roof. I didn't have it. And guess what? The good Lord blessed me with it. And I'm thankful because you know what? I'm a giver. I'm a giver. I'm a giver. Everybody looking for freebies, this, that. Yes, freebies. Accepting freebies. But you all don't realize if you win a gift, Miss SP have to pay to mail that gift. Now, just do it, ladies. Give, give, give. We're not asking y'all to go and steal a bag. But, you know, support the channel. That's what it's about. SP has been busting her ass working these jobs and getting information to give us. All we could do is support her. And like I told you and I said, yeah, and when they stay in their minds calling me bitch, do a favor, put a miss in front of it. I'll appreciate it. I'm calling myself that. I'm not waiting for you. And let's support, ladies. Let's support. When you keep your hands closed and you're not getting nothing. Because you know what? Blessings gonna go up. If you don't have to go up, how could you expect it to come down? In some way, shape, or form. And you know what? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what nobody say about me or do. I'm always going to be Sugar Mama. That's me. And on that note, happy Monday to everybody. Goodbye. I'm going back in the chat.
All righty. Goodbye. Thank you. That's Sugar Mama. That's Sugar Mama. She says, Queen says, but it's asking for a password for what? I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, Queen. I don't know. I have no clue of what's going on there. You know, I don't know. But anywho's, you guys, we got other things going on, and we're gonna talk about Codi Bixby. Okay, we're gonna talk about Codi Bixby because I got a disturbing phone call, and I want you guys to know about it before it hits the fan, and everybody else gonna tell you about it. But you heard it here first, okay? So Nancy calls me up. She is We Are Codi's voice. She is the first one that came out with We Are Codi's voice. And so she comes up and she says, "Hey, SP, did you know that the attorney for Codi, Corey, are you guys listening? Miss Didi got her ears out there." Okay. So the attorney for Corey, the father that's in jail, well, he's not in jail. He's in the mental hospital right now. 60-day evaluation. It started March the 30th to 31st. So he should be coming back for another evaluation this month, June the 30th, 31st, somewhere like that. But Amina Matheny, that's her name, Amina Matheny, that is Corey's attorney, put a motion in for him to spend 4 years in the mental hospital. That would be all his time in the mental hospital. He loving it at the mental hospital because he gets to eat what he wants to eat. He ain't got nobody, poking him here, poking him there. You guys understand what I'm saying. He ain't got to fight off people. He growing his hair back. He's shaving. He's smiling and grinning, acting like he crazy, he cuckoo. And then, so she put in a motion already. I got the receipts that she wanted him to stay in the mental hospital till 2027. January of 2027. That doesn't even make sense. Don't have Zales, baby. You don't have Zales. But Mary says, hopefully the judge is smarter. It's not too much to read. Sanja said the devil is a lie. It's a very little part. I'm going to bring it up real quick. I was looking at it right before I came on here, just so I wouldn't read it wrong. January the 23rd, 2027, the results. She wants it to be carried over, the psychological evaluation for him to stay in a mental hospital until January the 23rd, 2027 at 9 a.m. Now, the weird thing about this is they're trying to write down what they want and what they need and feel sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't even make sense. It's like he has not been convicted of anything, but you're thinking that he needs all this psychological and psychiatric help. Well, why was he even in the army? He was in the army for all these years, like 20 years or whatever. That is the update. There's no update. I'm giving them what's done take place. And if you missed what I said, I will repeat what I just said. So the attorney for Corey Bixby, the father of Codi Bixby, filed a motion for him to stay in the psychiatric ward, the mental hospital, until January the 23rd, 2027. You guys understand that? This man, he think he's smart. His family sitting there, they not giving him his money, and they won't let us see him, and we're preachers, and we're of the cloth, and we get to, you know what? Nobody's going in visiting people in the jails and stuff like that. It ain't, nobody's picking on you. It's everywhere. But we're this, we're this. Well, you know, you can sit there and tell your title that you're a minister and your husband's a minister. While y'all wasn't ministering to him when he had these kids, y'all hadn't even seen these kids. It's almost like Classic and Sincere. Everybody talking about how much, but we love them boys. When was the last time you seen them? Then they all shut up. The sister gonna say, I already answered that. No, you didn't. When was the last time you seen him? I already answered that. See, you don't want to incriminate yourself. You don't want to go to jail. But you want everybody to feel sorry about Corey. You want everybody to feel sorry about Corey. Oh, they doing Corey wrong. Now, I get it. If he wins that win, then every criminal going to do it. Exactly. Nobody's seeing people in jail. They got the new thing out now. You can Zoom them. You can see them. Even if you went down there to the jail cell, you still can see them on the video. Ain't nobody stop you from looking on the TV screen and seeing them. It was like three years ago, I went to go visit somebody. And guess what? I was there on the premises, right? This 2023, so COVID just started 2020, right? So check this out. I'm there at the jail cell, but I'm looking at a camera and I can see him and he can see me. That's how they do it now. You don't get to sit there and hold their hand and hug them, and they look in your eyes and you look in their eyes. They ain't doing that. Now, I can say they are opening it back up. The reason why I say that, I'm going to tell you what I seen. I went for this job interview about 2 months ago at the county jail here in town, right? I kind of knew it was, but I wasn't for sure, but I showed up anyway because they only gave me an address. And when I got there, it was the city jail. I don't sit back and really just try to understand. I told my husband, I said, I do believe that's the county jail that just sent me a request to come in because they need a nurse. But I'm going to go check it out, honey. And he was like, why do you think that? And I said, because of the address, I remember. You know, I had a family member in there and I wrote them a letter and it goes to the county jail and it's that address. I said, it's been years and years and years ago, but I remember that address. So I didn't go look it up or anything, but I showed up and sure enough, it was the county jail. And I was there for an interview. So the weird and funny thing about the whole situation is I walk in, they had me sit down, and then it was like, okay, they called me, you know, you got to empty your pockets and leave everything in the little locker, and you go in the back and all this other stuff. Well, I did all of that. As I was going in the first gate, and then they locked it down, somebody said, wait. And it was a minister that I knew. And I'm not going to say his name, but I said, hey. And he said, how you doing? I said, I'm doing fine. And he didn't know why I was there. But he was kind of looking at me like, why is she going in the back? You know? And he was going in the back. And so he went into this room, and the lady was showing me all around, and he's a minister. So I kind of was like, wow, how is he getting in the back? And they're not doing that everywhere. And so I asked the lady that was giving me the interview. She says, we're now opening the doors back up for religious purposes to the people because it's hard for the inmates to comprehend and understand looking at a TV or video or something. It's more in depth when they're doing it in person. So the ministers are going now back into the jail cells. I want you guys to know that. So when it comes up, you won't say, why they get to visit him and they're getting to visit him and see him? Because now they're opening it back up. That's what she told me. Did I take the job down there at the city? No, I did not. They offered me a good job. The pay was very, competitive, and the hours was good. I wouldn't have to work no weekends or anything. It would have been just exactly what I needed, what I wanted. But I didn't take it for 2 reasons. Because this is the second time this job been offered to me. The first time it was offered to me, I was engaged to a young man. And right before he passed away, he told me to don't take the job. The next day he passed away. So I didn't take the job. That's one reason why I didn't take it. And there's a whole bunch of nice looking men in there. That's another reason I didn't take it. Yeah. But the main reason I didn't take it is because I know I have a soft heart. And I don't need to take a job like that. There's certain type of people can work that type of job. I don't think I can be a good nurse. I just don't think so. I mean, I'm not going to open the door and bring you anything, but I'm pretty sure my guard would be down a little bit and I can get myself hurt. So, I wouldn't take it for that reason. Anyway, I had so many deaths these last 2 months. It's been hard, but God holds life. I miss you. Glad to be back with you. All right, Sherry, I see you. We don't need another love after lockup. Exactly. Yes, you may end up in there. Yeah, but this is what they teach you. They teach you that they are not. There's some people in there that's just in there for jaywalking. There's some people in there, they haven't paid a ticket. So you're looking at them as they're criminals, like they're really bad people. And sometimes it could just be a misunderstanding or they forgot to pay something or whatever. But I do look at it like I really have to pay attention. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. The job I work now, it's a facility, and it's actually for mental patients. It's for all patients, but mainly it's mental patients. And here's the funny thing about the whole situation. When I go in there, I'm watching my back 24/7. They sometimes walk up to you and just stand there. I mean, in your face, like it, like if there's some spit that come out your mouth while you're talking, it'll land right there, right on their nose. They're that close. So sometimes, you have to watch these people. Anyway, like I said, I work in this type of facility that Corey is at. Ours is a little bit more lenient. It is not, felons and stuff. It's just basically people with mental situations going on. But, they eat, they get to watch TV, they get to play, they have activities. Now, he doesn't get to leave, but still, you understand what I'm saying? He can do that. And that's what he chooses to do. She said, I'll have my mask on at all times. Well, I quit wearing my mask a little bit because, but I do try to keep them away. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. Corey is in that type of facility. He gets to walk around. He's not locked down. He's not locked in no chair. He's not locked in no room. He, most of the people that's in there, they're not in there because they're, from prison. It's a mental hospital. You guys understand what I'm saying? Queen says, nice chocolate bald head, big head, husky, cornbread fed, single, sexy men. That's how I like them too. But they ain't got to have a bald head though. I mean, she said, I still wear a mask. Yes, I hope he gets with his kind, dangerous individual. Well, right now, he's not with no danger individuals. Because you guys think it's like cuckoo all the time. But it's not. Some days, though, I can walk in and you can just feel it's going to be one of those nights. People falling, people cussing you out, calling your names, talking to people that ain't even there. You know what I'm saying? Walking up on you. Everybody crying about a cigarette. Everybody crying about soap. I want to go here, want to go there, smoking drugs. They get the drugs in there some kind of way. It doesn't matter where he goes if he's not locked in the... And here's the thing. Corey way too free since day one, staying down that answering every question except where's Codi. But God will reveal in due time. He needs to be with other mental inmates and felons. Well, he's in Williamsburg Hospital, and his attorney is asking for them to keep him there for 4 years. That's kind of weird to me. So she's already put the request in. He hasn't even went to court yet. So he's supposed to go to court maybe 30th or the 31st. It'll be Tuesday or Wednesday, you guys, of this, not this Tuesday, not tomorrow and the next day, but next week. Okay? Next week. He's going to court. He's supposed to. That's what it says, 60 days. So he went in March the 31st. So you don't even count March because that's the last day of March. So March 31st, you count April. And we're at the end of May. So May the 31st, or the 30th, actually. Or it could be the 31st. It doesn't matter which one. It's time. So, and then I heard that, and I don't know for sure, but one of the mods called me and let me know that Nancy on her way to Maryland. For what? I have no clue. I don't know why she's going or what made her go, but she's going to Maryland. I guess they got a hint or a clue, or they're still looking. And I'm going to tell you something, and I know I'm switching from the California City Boys to the Codi Bigsby case, but even if you really even look at Codi and you look at Classic, they actually favor. I was looking at that. I was like, dang, these boys look like they the same kid. I'm sorry. I'm just being truthful. Hey, Amari, how you doing? They look like the same kid to me. But anyway, I just can't wait for them to let him go to court. He's got all these charges to see. I hope you guys support the channel. Come in here when we're talking about Codi Bigsby and bring him some of what we call, this is the new justice, is to lease the person that harmed this child, that hurt this child, be locked up so they will not hurt no other children. So ask other channels to cover this case, and when they're covering it, you guys go in there and stay in there, because without anybody watching, let me tell you something. You guys don't understand. What I'm saying to you is true. If you're not paying attention to what's happening, they don't care. They will let this just slip. Look at Braylon Noble. He didn't get no justice, because guess what? Nobody else would cover it. Couldn't get people to jump on the bandwagon. And then they say, oh, that is so sad. Go in these channels and watch and show, these channels, because without you, that's what happens. It's almost like when you put your mother in a nursing home, if you're not paying attention, some days they don't give her baths. Some days she don't eat. She don't get out of bed. You gotta go visit. You got loved ones in the hospital. Go visit them. Go visit them. I don't want you to wait until they dead and be like, I was gonna go. I was gonna do this. It's too late. It's too late. And they may not look like they gonna die, but people treat people bad when you're not paying attention. This is what happened to Classic and Sincere. And I'm just telling you the truth. You guys don't understand. You don't believe me? Go back and read some of the transcript. They put these kids at the back of the van. Who put 3 and 4 years old at the back of the van, and you got the 8 and the 10-year-old in the front? Who put the 3-year-old and the 4-year-old in the back? And then the seat ain't even latched down properly. That is abuse in its finest. I think that right there, and then taking them from solid food to baby food to bottled food. What? Then the one kid turn around and say, they get whooped until they bleed. And then the other kids say, I know that ain't our room. Why it's not your room? Because they got more stuff than we got. I mean, we already knew. We already knew that Jacqueline had a temper. We knew this. And we knew, like I tell you guys all the time, people want to be like, we love them like and ours and stuff. I tell you, when you have your own children, leave those other kids alone. There's a woman right now, and I'm getting ready to close this live, but we're going to talk about it while we wait on this other stuff to happen. There's a woman, and I think it happened at least 4 years ago. They called the baby India. Look it up. Get all the information you can. We're going to talk about it Wednesday. She was thrown in the woods to die, wrapped up, brand new, newborn baby. Put her in a bag, threw her in the wilderness. Only but one house on the whole entire road. And they heard her weeping. The kids at the house heard her weeping. They was like, what is that? They didn't know. They heard ee. And then they kept hearing it, ee. So the man, he goes out there and he looking, and he hear it. And he find the baby. They called the baby India. The baby survived. They didn't know who the mama was. So they did a DNA on the baby with new technology. They found out who the father was. And the father, they found out who the mother was. They just arrested the mother the other day. And she got other kids. They just arrested her. And they're going to throw the book at this woman. Because you know what? She didn't have to do a newborn baby that way. They got different options you can do. You can leave them on the porch. You can leave them over here in the first 30 days, 60 days or something. And nothing can happen to you. She threw this baby where nobody can find. Baby India today is striving. She like 5 years old. Beautiful, beautiful little girl. They call it God's divine intervention that this baby even survived. Like, what are the odds of somebody following the noise to a baby in a bag, tied up like trash, and thrown along the highway in the middle of a whole bunch of grass and sticks and where the animals could have ate her up? And nobody knew that this was this woman's baby. But you think you're going to get away with stuff now? You better ask again. Because this is the year of karma. There's a lot of people going to have to deal with it. They just are. Some you're going to find, some of them you're not going to find. I hate to say this. I know I'm finna get off of here because our hour is up. I hate to say this. The family of Classic and Sincere still do not have peace, you guys. They do not have peace. If you think they got peace, think again. They don't have peace. They spent the last 2-3 years trying to get justice. And I mean, yeah, okay, they going to jail. Because who wants to see them just walk around? But trust and believe, they don't have peace. Because they don't even know where these babies are at. They're still looking. They're still looking. And you know what? Jackie and Trezell do not remorse none of it. They will not even tell these families where the babies are at or what happened. Even if we can't even get the bodies back, just tell them so they'll quit looking. You don't know. That's torture, looking for something you'll never find. Somebody got the answer, but they ain't going to tell you. Because they mad at you because they got to do 15 to life when they took somebody's life. I was just telling somebody, about a family member of mine just passed away. We're not going to get into the equations of it. But sometimes things that happen, justice is justice. I'm just saying. I know how I feel to be a mama and you love your kids and you protect your kids and you're going to be there whether they're wrong or they're right, whatever. At least tell them the truth. Don't sit there and tell them something is right when you know it's wrong. Because that don't teach them nothing. I get that. I know Wanda, she love her kids just like I love my kids. But at least tell them to do the right thing. They gonna make bad decisions. Kids gonna make. I don't hate Wanda. I don't know Wanda. I care less about Wanda. But shoot, tell somebody where the kids is at so the family can get some kind of closure. Because right now they still don't have closure. There's no way they can have closure. Only thing they got now, I guarantee you, I promise you, you guys, if you ever went to a case like this where people go to jail, that don't solve nothing. You know what it did? They just put the people in jail. Some people would even say, why don't you just let them out and follow them? For what? They still not going to tell you. If they ain't going to tell you when they out, then they didn't. They ain't going to tell you now that you done served them with 15 to life. They're not going to tell you nothing. So we still got to look and put their pictures out there, you guys, okay? Just letting you know it ain't over. Soldier Girl said it ain't over till the fat lady sing. All right, you guys. On the Tyrese Nichols case, we're going to be covering that too. That's coming back up in June the 5th. They'll be going back to court, figuring out what days they're going to start court and all this other stuff. So we'll be looking for that June the 5th. You guys, make sure you have a good evening. I will see you guys Wednesday live at 3 p.m. Central Time. All right? Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.